Hey there, skate chatters! Did Santa Claus bring you a fitness tracker for Christmas, with visions of hitting fitness goals in mind? According to a recent article on Wired, even if Santa did bring you one, it's probably not going to help you hit your goals as much as you'd like. Well, I didn't get one of my stocking this year, but that's alright. I got a couple of really cool gifts that I'd wanted for some time, and I'm very grateful to have received them. So there's that. I'm good on the fitness tracker front. However, I have actually had my eye on a few different devices over the years. There was a Garmin GPS tracker that I wanted in particular to keep track of my many bicycle journeys, but that desire never seemed to crystallize into me actually buying one. For me, smartphone apps such as Strava did a good enough job of following my footsteps and keeping me on track towards my goals to more than make up for the lack of a wearable fitness device. And then there was the cost, which placed these things just far enough out of my reach to make them enticing but difficult to justify financially. So I forgot all about them. And then, a few days ago, Andrea, my girlfriend, came home with a very similar Garmin device strapped to her wrist. So I was pretty eager to see what it was capable of. Her wearable fitness tracking device seems to do a fantastic job of monitoring heart rate, GPS tracking, plus a lot of other great features packed in. It syncs with her phone, uploads details of our sessions to Strava, and does pretty much everything you'd want one of these things to do. But do any of these devices actually get you where you want to go, fitness-wise? Well, the answer is no, but they're getting better. Here's the thing. Results published last year in the Journal of the American Medical Association showed that subjects without fitness trackers were able to lose more weight than those with fitness trackers strapped to their wrists. Wait, what? According to the sources Wired spoke with, the main problem with these devices isn't with the devices themselves, but with the humans who wore them. Turns out, it's pretty tricky to stay motivated over an extended period of time. Now look, I get that. Attitudes toward goals change as you approach and or miss them. If the scale is holding steady instead of decreasing, if you can't seem to shave a few more seconds off your run, if all that picking up and putting down of weights isn't getting you the gains you want, the outlook is grim that you're going to keep doing it. Conversely, meeting goals can send you straight into a downward spiral as well. You've hit a goal weight? Hey, let's celebrate by eating lots of junk food. Do we feel like we're almost getting that mile in at a good pace? Cool. Take a few days off. We'll be ready by race day, sure. Arms tired? Rest up a bit for a day or two, or 3, or 4. Believe me, I've seen this happen. There's an old saying I love. Success doesn't end at 100%. It begins. Here's the deal. Let's say you're a salesperson with a quota of selling 5 widgets a day. Every day, the boss gets on you to move those widgets. You need to sell 5 widgets minimum. That's mandatory for your job. To motivate you, you get a percentage of every widget sold over quota. You can name your own salary here, the boss says. But remember, if you don't make quota, you get the axe. So, you do what you gotta do. 5 widgets. Just 5 widgets. I can do this, you tell yourself over and over again, until finally you hit your quota. 100%. Time to relax, right? Wrong. It's time to get cracking. Remember, you get a percentage for every widget sold over quota. Until you hit 100%, you only get paid your hourly rate. The really successful salespeople know that, and they motivate themselves to go beyond the quota. So they have dollar signs in their eyes. 5 widgets? That's never enough. Likewise with fitness. Hitting a goal is meaningless unless you maintain it. It's like selling 5 widgets and then just stopping cold turkey. That success quickly evaporates, and you find yourself working to get back to that point instead of staying there. This is what fitness trackers are supposed to be key at. They aren't just a record of progress towards a goal, they're mindful watchers of our daily struggle to maintain good health and overall fitness. And the smarter they are, the better they are at telling us where we're going wrong and how to avoid forming bad habits. They can even customize our workouts for us, telling us how many steps we need to take based on recent fitness levels. They can come up with ways to nag, annoy, or gently persuade us to get up and do what we have to do in order to maintain, until those behaviors sink in, and we naturally choose to be active without thinking about it. Unfortunately, they can't do the work for us, and even if they were charged to electrocute us into moving, it still wouldn't help. You want my theory? The people who didn't wear fitness trackers and still lost weight were probably internally motivated, either through habit or genetics or whatever. In other words, they were more likely to keep themselves motivated whether they were a fitness tracker or not. For some people, the desire for physical activity is simply greater than others. In much the same way people are ectomorphic, endomorphic, or mesomorphic, everyone has a different amount of fitness fanatic in them. In other words, some folks would rather sit on the couch than walk even half a mile towards their fitness goals. I'm not saying it's good or bad, it just is what it is. Everyone is different. For example, I look forward to long skate sessions, while others look forward to curling up with a good book. Some people love to run marathons, while I would rather die first. We're all different, and we're all motivated in different ways. The good news is, you can form healthy habits. You can learn self-motivation. And this highlights the main point of this article, I believe. The way we use fitness trackers and what we want from them is what determines whether or not they work. For example, I want to keep track of distance skated. I want a record of where I've gone, how fast I was going, and how many calories burned. I like having an accurate record of past activities that I can compare current performances with. Having that data at hand, that's what helps keep me motivated to achieve my goals. In my view, fitness trackers work great. But for other people, the hope is that fitness trackers will be able to motivate even the laziest slacker into getting off the couch and walking a mile or two a day. Where I feel internally motivated to push myself, other people need an external motivation. They want somebody else to hold them accountable. Wearable devices, in essence, become digital representations of these external motivators. But if those external motivators aren't good enough to get a person moving toward their goal, in that person's eyes, fitness trackers don't work at all. And the data does seem to support that. The bottom line is that people who are internally motivated will achieve their goals sooner than those who need to be nagged into physical activity. That doesn't mean that fitness trackers flat out don't work. It just means that you're less likely to hit goal if you choose to ignore them. And unfortunately, the damned things are just too easy to ignore. Well, anyway, that's it for today's skate chat. I hope you enjoyed my little video here. I hope you enjoyed hearing from my cat, because he was being very annoying during the entire recording process. Seems like the only way to keep him quiet was to have him sit on my lap and pet him the whole time. So you might see some fur flying everywhere. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Consider subscribing. You'll get more of my videos. You'll be alerted every time one comes out if you click that little bell there. And then, if you'd like, I'd really appreciate it if you'd go to my Patreon page and donate some money. The bottom tier starts at $1, but for $2 you can download all the music that I produce in my Skate Chat videos. Or for $5, you get your name in the credits. Sounds good, right? Anyway, hope you meet your fitness goals, and if a fitness tracker is what you needed to get you back on track, well then great. I'm glad to hear it. It's important to take these kind of things with a grain of salt. Whether or not it works for you, that's up to you. Anyway, have a great day.